Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the episode of Just Say Guay. I'm your host, George Guay. Today I'm joined by Andrew Taylor, who is a pitcher for the University of Central Michigan and is currently playing for the Bourne Braves in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Andrew, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, of course. So, how does it feel to be playing in this league, knowing that, last year, this time, everything was really shut down? You didn't really know you were going to have a season and trying to prepare for a season that might not have happened.
Yeah, no, it feels amazing. I mean, it's just a testament to all the hard work that everybody has put in. The people that are here, obviously, they didn't get lucky; they earned it. So it's fun to definitely play with the best of the best and have the best defense, the best offense. That just gives me a whole lot of confidence pitching out there to know that they're going to make legitimately almost every single play. So no, it's just feels great. A lot of fun out here, that's for sure.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun given how much the players enjoy it there. So is it tough, your season ends for college and then before you know it, you're right in the Cape League. Is it a tough transition?
Honestly, this year I'm kind of used to it because being a northern school, we travel a lot. The first half of our season is pretty much traveling here for 4 days, traveling here for a few days. So I'm kind of used to it, honestly, now. Especially traveling to Notre Dame. We got there a couple days before, stayed there for a few days, went home for a few days, came back out. So I feel like this year I'm definitely more used to it, accustomed to it, I guess you could say. Last year, I would definitely would not have been, but this year for sure, I'm definitely used to it. So it feels more normal.
Yeah, glad it's working out. So let's backtrack a bit. You had your season 2 years last year with Central Michigan, and this year is your first season that finished. So what made you choose Central Michigan?
Yeah, so I come from a pretty small town in Michigan called Caledonia. It's a little southeast of Grand Rapids, like 15, 20 minutes out. So there's a lot of cornfields and farms and stuff like that. So Central Michigan kind of just gave me that home-esque kind of feel. It felt just like home, like I said. It kind of comes out of nowhere, honestly. If you approach it from different ways, like you wouldn't even know it was a university. It's pretty much the university, and that's what the town is built around. So it really felt like home, having everything kind of close together. So it gave me that comfortability going in, knowing that I wouldn't have to drive 5 miles to a class.
Yeah, those are great factors to have that lead to great college success. So I've only been to Michigan once, and it was to see the Red Sox play the Tigers. So I've never been to Central Michigan and seeing the campus. I think you just elaborate on it in terms of the college town. But what are the athletic facilities like, and how do they allow you to prepare at a high level?
Oh yeah, no, the athletic facilities are great. We have access to them 24/7 whenever we want. The weight room is great. It's big. And then we also have a nice turf field that we obviously have to share with most of the athletics, especially during the winter time. And when we come back in the spring. But no, they're very nice, top of the line, much, much better than, where I've come from in the small town. So it's great to be able to go in whenever we want. And then we also have we call it our PDC Player Development Center attached to our field, which has 4 cages. Two of them have pitchers mounds in them. So it's great if we just want to go in on a light day to throw in there, hang with some of the guys. So our facilities are great. I love
It
them.
definitely leads to great success. So let's touch upon last year. I know it's hard to talk about, but you had to stay ready and get ready for this upcoming season. So how did you stay ready? Because I got to give the people who are sophomores this year a lot of credit, because when you become a sophomore, you're expected to help the freshmen uh, navigate their way through college. And how are you able to do that when you're trying to figure that out for yourself?
Yeah, no, it was it was crazy, that's for sure. I tried to keep in touch with some of them, the best you can over text or um, FaceTime, whatever, I guess. Snapchat, kind of that, just to kind of help them become more comfortable coming in. It was kind of hard because most of them this year were from out of state. There were only a couple from Michigan. But as far as that goes, I did a lot of just for my personal benefit workouts. I loaded some books into a backpack and did some lunges, whatever, kind of just in my driveway. So that kind of helped me stay in shape a little bit. But no, it was definitely tough, not even knowing if when we went into fall ball, we weren't even allowed to have team practices for the first month or so. We weren't allowed access to the weight room. So it was hard to build that team chemistry kind of coming in. But we obviously have a group chat, and we texted in that kind of when most of the guys were going to the field to get some work in. So we kind of built the team chemistry that way, all kind of going at one time just to hang out and talk, and because we weren't allowed to do anything, like I said, as a team. So it was really tough having, first year freshmen coming in who are 18, maybe 19, paired with sixth year, fifth year seniors who are so different in age, up to 24 years old. So no, it was definitely tough, but I feel like we made it work for sure this year. Obviously, with the success we had, I don't really have any specifics on how we did it. I guess we just meshed right from the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, I give you guys a lot of credit because, I couldn't imagine being a student this year, let alone trying to, play a sport. What were the protocols like? Because, where I went to school, Providence College, in the fall, they had to wear masks when they practiced the whole time. And eventually that stopped. What was it like for you guys?
Yeah, no, it was very similar. From the beginning, we would have fall ball games. We would have to wear masks in the dugout. The only time we could not wear them is if we're playing. Like the position players, whenever they came off the field, they had to put them back on. When they were on the field, they didn't. When we would have coaches come out for a meeting at the mound, they'd have to put their masks on. Pitchers would have it in their back pocket. They'd have to put it on. Pretty much anywhere we were, whether we were in the clubhouse, the player development center, turf bay, wherever, we would have to wear masks. And then, kind of like you said, as the year progressed and went on, the rules and restrictions kind of backed off, I guess. So we'd only have to wear it when we were in the clubhouse, and as soon as we came onto the field, we could take them off. But it was pretty harsh, especially in Michigan. We were under a lockdown there for a very long time. So it kind of, like you said, backed off a little bit as the year progressed.
You mentioned you lived off campus, correct? Because you mentioned driving.
No, I lived on campus this year. We have to, as athletes and as sophomores here at Central, we had to live on campus.
Okay, that must have made it tough because, I know a lot of students at pretty much every school that didn't follow the rules. So you had a lot of personal success this year, named freshman player of the year, second team All-American, conference player of the year, and the list goes on. Did you expect that to happen to you this year, given that how much adversity you had to fight through?
No, I didn't. I did not expect any of this personal success at all. I just tried to do my best every single day. And, once you put your head on your pillow at night, you always worry, like, did I do enough today? And now as I'm here, it's starting to sink in a little bit, like, wow, this was a great personal year, but this also was a great team year, that the team overcame so much just to come to this point, to make it to a regional and to win 2 games, and which is the first time since 1988 in program history that we've done that. So I did not expect it at all. No, just all the hard work that me and the team have put in to get to that point was incredible.
Yeah, for sure. And that makes it a lot more fun when the team is really good. There have been thousands of guys who've had a lot of personal success, and the team's success did not follow. So are you happy that you're going to have pretty much a normal off season this year?
Yeah, no, I'm very happy that we all have to go through this where everything's locked down and the whole mask situation as well. It'll be good preparing into next year. I've already talked with some of the incoming freshmen and then we'll like weight programs and stuff like that. So it'll be a lot of fun to meet everybody and get the team rolling again.
Yeah, so you guys made it to the super regionals, and obviously, what are you guys trying to take going into next year? Are a lot of guys coming back? I know you mentioned you just spoke with the freshmen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, we're losing quite a few pieces in our offense and our pitching staff just because we're losing a couple to the draft. Quite a few of them are just kind of moving on with their lives. But we do have a lot of depth, and that was one of the things that made us so successful this year. Is top to bottom in the lineup, top to bottom backups. They could come in and, I mean, you're going to see a little bit of drop off, but that's really all it was. It wasn't this guy's going to go in like he's not going to do much. Like, no, this guy's going in, he's equally as good as the starter. So it's going to be another fun year next year. I feel like we definitely have a good shot at going back for sure and especially with the way we've won some games this year. We've gotten some great experience for the guys coming in to start next year.
Yeah, definitely a lot to build off of, and definitely a normal off season will help. So let's talk about the Cape Cod Baseball League. Uh, how excited were you when you found out you're going to be playing in it, and what's it been like so far? I know you've only been through one game, but what's it been like so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's awesome. This is, obviously the best of the best, and all the guys are great. Talking with them every day, it doesn't give you that atmosphere of like, oh, I'm gonna get mine. It gives me the atmosphere and the feel of we're working for the team here. It's not like I said, like, oh, I'm gonna get mine. I don't care how the team does. Everybody's working towards that team aspect. And if the individual awards come, that's great. If somebody pitches well, that's great. That obviously helps out the team too. So no, all the guys are great. I'm living with my teammate here, Jordan Patty from Central Michigan, and then a kid from Lamar University, Josh Eknes, who's a true freshman. So living here, it's great. Host parents are great here. Everybody's just, I can't say it enough. It's just been a lot of fun so far, even though we've made it through only one game. It's a lot of fun, which is what I was hoping it would be, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a great answer. And so I interned for the Harwich Mariners 2 summers ago, and one thing I noticed is how happy every single player was, every single game. Does it make it more fun that, you guys are student athletes pretty much year round, but it's just baseball, right? I mean, does that make it more fun?
Oh, it makes it so much more fun not having to worry about, after a long game, a game that goes 3 to 4 hours, coming back and having to write a 3-4 page paper. It definitely takes that a little bit of stress off, knowing that all we have each day is usually working out and then heading to the field for a baseball game. It's a lot more fun, and it feels a lot better not having to take a test before you go to the field, or coming back and doing homework all day, barely getting to eat, and then heading to the field. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. My last question is, do you feel the emotional aspect of being on those fields yet? I mean, there's been so many great players that have played there. I mean, I know that you're a pitcher, but Chris Bryan recently played for the Cape League. Aaron Judge, even Kyler Murray for the Arizona Cardinals in football played in the Cape League. So at some point, you'll get to pitch on the same mound that Tim Lincecum, who won a couple Cy Youngs, played on. Does that make it more special?
Oh, it makes it so much more special. Those are the guys that you look up to, even if they are a position player. You look up to them like, wow, they're in the pros, and I'm going to be pitching on the same mound as, like you said, Tim Lincecum, or I'm going to be pitching against the next Pete Alonso, the next Aaron Judge, the guys that just mash. I haven't felt that emotional aspect, but I'm sure once I step on that mound and look up and see the fans and see the opposing team, it's gonna be surreal. That's for sure. It's Pete Alonso actually slept in the bed that I'm sleeping in right now, so been able to feel that a little bit. But no, it feels incredible, and it doesn't quite feel real yet.
I think it'll sink in more as it goes on. But Andrew, thanks for coming on my show. We'll stay in touch, and I'll definitely have to see you pitch at some point this summer.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. I really appreciate you having me. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
You too.